you're doing well wherever you are. Today on the work table, I have an assembly. So this isn't a repair, it's a assembly. So the customer purchased eye chips from me as well as my service to put the doll together for her. I don't know anything about the doll like usual. I think probably it's a doll that she bought the faceplate from an artist and just wants me to put it together for her. So before we open it up, I do want to mention one thing that has changed about my service that I offer. So it's starting to pick up, and I'm getting a lot of requests for services, whether that's putting a doll together, changing the eye chips, repairing a doll that has broken strings or a broken mech. And it's gotten to the point that I've needed to raise my price a little bit. So in the past it was $30, and I sort of considered that about on average an hour's time of work. But most of these are taking me more than an hour, and with so many of them, I just don't have the time in my life to do them without making a reasonable amount. So I have raised it now to $50. So that change has happened, but I have quite a few dolls here in the queue to be worked on. And so if you're interested in having someone help you assemble your doll or repair, please check out my shop where you can learn more about that listing. I'll put a link below. So this doll, I'm not familiar with this artist, so I'm curious to see what she looks like. Wow, what a beautiful doll. Oh my gosh. Look at how beautiful she is. I am definitely going to look up this artist. She is gorgeous. Love, love, love. I don't think I've received a doll of color in the past, so that is cool. She's got a scalp here. She must be putting a wig on her. There's a note in here. Let's see. Hey, Casey, please put her together as you have many others. I'm not sending her wig because her wig cap hasn't come in the mail yet. So yes, so we're gonna put her together, and she'll have this blank head for the wig that her owner is going to put on her. So let's get rid of all this packaging. It looks like we have a body here. We do. And so I think, she didn't ask me, but I think I'm going to trim the neck a little bit so she has some mobility. She's got some beautiful eyelids there. And she's got her eyeballs, so it looks like everything is here. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. This should be a pretty simple put her together situation. So in one of my recent videos, I showed you how you can trim the neck a little for mobility. So we're gonna just do that for her. Again, she didn't ask, but I don't know why you wouldn't want your doll's head to turn a little bit. So let's do that, and then we will get her put together. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough, but it looks like it's fine. So we will test it and put it on, and we might do a little bit more. We'll see. Okay, so the first thing we're going to have to do is get the mech put together. So it looks like it's fine the way that it is. But the C-bar is on there and it needs to come off, and it's not always the easiest thing to get off. So let's see if we can do it without any problems. Normally I use my file tool for this. I just want to be really careful, since these are painted, that we don't damage them. So let's get a little bit closer so I can lean in. Whoo, we got it. So first we want to get the eyeballs in there and make sure everything is going the right direction. So we need that actually to go around the C-bar, and this is always kind of confusing if you don't have one in front of you. So let me grab a mech and some tools so we can make sure we're doing it right. Okay, so if we look at a mech that's already put together, you see that the eyeballs, the C-bar is attached. And it's kind of hard to do this backwards. So we've got the mech this way. And so that's that way. And so the eyeball is going to go through here and then into here, right? Yes. But you have to make sure you've got it lined up right. It should go like that. And then it goes on. The problem with buying faceplates, it's nice because they're more affordable, but when you start messing with putting a doll together with lots of different parts, you can have to know what you're doing to make sure that you don't mess it up. So that should be good. So we can attach the strings and put the eyes in. So she sent along some black string. I have lots of videos about attaching strings, so I'm just going to go ahead and do this. Now for the eyes, these are the eyes that the customer chose, and I've talked about this multiple times that I really like darker eyes looking forward and lighter eyes looking to the side. So we're going to kind of go along with that normal theme. I think these eyes are going to look really cool on this doll. Okay. So let's put the mech in and we will pray that everything works. The eyes have not been trimmed inside, so we're going to go ahead and do that as well for her. know where you're at, but the weather here has been changing quite drastically, and now it is winter. It should be fall, but we went basically straight into winter, it seems like, with the temperature and how dark it's gotten. Again, in the middle of the day. All right, so we did that a little bit. So let's put these in and be careful not to scrape them. Where is it so far? There we go. Very cool. Those are really cool. Okay, so we've got some screws here with our T-bar. We need the T-bar on before we can make sure that the iMech is working. So we'll trim that a bit. I don't think it's been trimmed, although it looks kind of like it has. So we'll just do it a little bit. There we go. This is the only thing that worries me again about assembling dolls from parts is it looks like we have a mech problem, and I think it's just the T-bar slipping. So let's take it off and bend it a little bit. So I found that bending the T-bar a little bit, and I don't know for sure that this lasts very long or is a permanent solution, but I found that that is what causes the problem of slipping off, and it fixes it. So that's something to try if you're having a hard time. Some of these fake or replacement, I don't want to say fake necessarily because they're more replacement T-bars seem to have a problem with that. Now let's try. There we go. For some reason the sun's coming in now. All right, I guess it's time for lights. Let's turn the light on. There we go. All right. Sorry about all the lighting issues, everybody. I'm dreaming someday of a studio where I can record, but for now, I'm making it work. All right, so I think she's good. Her eyes are changing. So we do need to attach her dome. So we're gonna go ahead and attach it as if it was hair. Now for her back plate, let's get her strings through there. Alright, now we just need her body and she's gonna be good to go. I don't know about her little flanges, if they're, here we go, they're down in there, but there we go. All right, let's zoom back out a little bit here so you can see her, because I want to test her head mobility. So it's probably not as much as I would like. So I think I'm gonna do it a little bit more, because otherwise she's not really looking up too well. I think that we would like it to be a little bit more. So let's do that. All right, I think that is a little bit better. Let's see. Still not enough. Well, when I hold her up, I think maybe it is enough because I wasn't asked to do that. So I think I'm just going to leave it at that and let the customer decide if she wants me to do it more. She's also going to have to do something about this head. Probably glue it. Honestly, the scalp doesn't have to be on there. So I might ask her if she's doing a wig, it might make sense not to put this scalp on, because you can just put the wig over the dome and you don't have all this sticking up issue. So I'm going to talk to her about that. Otherwise, her girl's done. Let's put the screws in the back of the head and put her clothes on for her, and we'll take a photo and she'll be on her way home. Gorgeous. I'm gonna just take that off because it's kind of annoying, and tell her that she can slip it on if she wants to keep it that way. And let's see, how does this dress work? This looks like a very cute homemade vintage dress. All right, she's done, so I'm gonna get a photo of her and talk with her owner about this head, and she'll be on her way home. Let's, of course, make sure the iMech is still working though. Beautiful, beautiful. I like those ones the best. You know, it's probably hard to see in the light, but, and those ones too because of her dress. I'll take some photos so you guys can see how pretty she is. So as always, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I know I keep saying this, but my channel is really growing. I just received a payment from YouTube this week. So I get a payment from them, a very small payment, I might add, from them every 4 months, which, you know, doesn't pay the bills in any way, shape, or form, but it is exciting to think that it's growing each year and it's growing each month, and maybe someday it will. So please don't forget to subscribe. It helps artists like me and content creators continue doing it, and maybe someday I'll have a better studio. So bye everyone, stay safe and well. We'll see y'all again soon.